everybody, I'm Roxy and this is Wrecking BS. First of all, no, this is not my room. I do not have 1,000 pictures of me as a baby. This is my dad's room. I'm visiting before leaving for my trip, and this was the only time and place I had to record. So let's just go with it. Also, there's like a window like right next to me, so I have this weird glow. So what is this? This is my Irish Readathon TBR. A group of 3 amazing Irish booktubers put together the Irish Readathon every year, and I am happy to say that I participated every single year. Last year, I did a TBR on my Bookstagram, link down below. The year before that, I also did a TBR here. I'm a huge fan of Irish literature. I've actually been to Ireland to study it for a month, which is not a long time, but I know a bit of it. However, contemporary literature in particular is going through such an amazing moment that I'm very excited for this readathon. They do have challenges, they have 4, but one of my aims is to read the books I already own. So I chose books that I already wanted to read, and then I'm going to see how they fit. Down below, I will link the 3 announcement videos so you can check them out and check the challenges and plan accordingly. I'm just going to tell you what I'll be reading in March. First of all is Milkman by Anna Burns, and this is very famous. It's been all over BookTube. At first I thought this was more about political, not intrigue, but political conflict for everyday people. But recently I've heard it described more as a narrative of a woman suffering from harassment, which, you know, they can both coexist. But because of this, I don't know how to describe it. I'm very excited to read it though. They say the writing is superb. It's been recommended for fans of Emer McBride. And so it's fitting that my second book is A Girl is a Half-Formed Thing by Emer McBride. Now you're saying, Roxy, how come you have not read this before? Well, the thing is, I started to read it. I was deeply enjoying it, but at the same time, I had to start working with The Lesser Bohemians, which I had read before. And so I found that my experience of A Half-Formed Thing sort of influenced my experience of The Lesser Bohemians. So I just paused it, and now that Emer McBride's new novel, Something Hotel Something, is out, I really want to read that. So I just feel like it's time. Then a book that I've mentioned a lot of times, but I still haven't finished, is Inventing Ireland by Dick Clunky Bird. Now, I love Dick Clunky Bird, and I love this book, which makes the fact that I've been reading it for 3 years now ridiculous. The thing is, it's such a big book, and it's also academic. So I like to underline it, I like to interact with it. It's hard for me to find a time to read it because I cannot carry it over during my day, and then at night do I want to like be sitting on my bed and highlighting stuff? I don't know. I will make the time for this book because it's amazing and I just really want to finish it. I also want to read Being Various, which is an anthology of short stories by contemporary Irish authors, and I've already read some of them and they are amazing. I've marked them, so I might do a review, and there I will highlight my favorites from the collection. But it's a great anthology. If you are into contemporary Irish writing, it's definitely the place to start sampling different authors and finding who you like. Then the Granta magazine edition of New Irish Writing. I love Granta as a concept, as a publisher. I just really admire their work. This one is a really good issue. They actually printed Mr. Salary by Sally Rooney, and now you can buy that short story as a short story. I'm kind of bad at picking up literary magazines, but then that makes no sense because when I read them, I enjoy them so much. It's just that when I'm choosing to pick them up, I just don't. So that has to change. Then I have 2 books that I'm not sure if I'll get to, but I want to try. One is a poetry collection, District and Circle by Seamus Heaney. I really like his poetry. I read Death of a Naturalist last year and I loved it. Absolutely loved it. Really recommend it. And I want to read this one also. And finally, Add Swim 2 Boys. I would love to get to this, but it is a very large book, and honestly, I don't know if I will. However, I'm very excited because this is supposed to be about two boys who grow up in the midst of the troubles and they fall in love, but that is a huge problem because, you know, homophobia. I've read a couple of sentences, like I opened it at a page at random when I was checking it out, and I fell in love with the writing. So I have really high hopes for this one. That is everything I want to read for March, or most of March anyways, because I am getting back home on the 10th of March, so like that first week I'll be reading something else. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, please give a thumbs up, please subscribe, and also comment, are you participating? What are you reading? And if not, do you like Irish fiction? And what kind? Because I'm always looking for recommendations. See you next time!